Hey, Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakadash, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Jehovah, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who has taught me this truth. I want to give peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth. And rest like to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Lord willing, the video is edifying. Lord willing, I can get something from this video. Basically, what this is going to be about, man, is the destruction of America, man. And with the destruction, brothers look for prophecy. It's prophecy popping off, right? I just saw on social media, if you go on Snapchat, they have like these like popular like trending news kind of pages, right? And me and the brothers are in the group chat. Some of the brothers on a group chat, and I actually had found this dude had the chip in his hand, you know, and it's like mainstream news, and I sent it to the Akim, man, and you know, brothers believe that, you know, the year 2022 is gonna be that year, man, that year of more prophecy, man, and, you know, closer to us going home. Listen, I always say this, man. It's not a coincidence, okay, that you have men across the four corners of the earth in one accord, preaching and teaching this word. It's not a coincidence, okay, that you have men that never met, some men has never met each other across the four corners of the earth, teaching and preaching Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, in truth and sincerity. It's not a coincidence, okay? It was prophesied, right, in the land of our captivity, right, which Israel is captive everywhere, okay? But one of the main captives, the main captivity, the main place that we serve is in America, in America, okay? That's why this place has a great judgment and a great downfall, because you got to understand how this place was built. This place was built off of the backs of Jake, from Judah all the way down to Issachar, the southern and the northern tribes. Israel, right, was in bondage. Judah and Israel was in bondage together, man. Okay? So it's not a coincidence that the Lord had gave us his name, man. Right? Because this is who we have to look for. This is what we have to look for salvation. Okay? In the time to come, in these times to come, we have to call upon Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, man. The house of David is being built. That spiritual house of David is being built through the men across the four corners of the earth. Lord willing, I be part of the elected, the 1/3. Lord willing, I say that humbly, because it's an honor, man, to even be called to do this truth. This is the best job, because you could be an entity. I call these people fucking entities, you know, extras in a movie, the credits that nobody care about. You could be one of these people. But if you were called, you're that much closer to being chosen. These people that wasn't called don't even got a fucking shot. That's salvation. Majority of them. Okay? That's why the scriptures tell you that the ones that's going to be saved is a drop compared to a wave. The wave is that multitude of people who's going to perish. Remember, in the first destruction of the world, it was what? The flood. Right? Look at the number of people who were saved versus the number of people who drowned, who were on the other side of the flood. The Lord Yahweh reigns supreme, man. He reigns supreme, man. And when you sit back and meditate and think about it, and think about all the prophecies that are going on, and the fact that we understand these things is a blessing in itself. It's an honor. Okay? So without further ado, let's get into the destruction of Babylon. This is going to be a quick video, man. Lord willing, it's edifying to you, Akim. It's Revelations 18. I'm going to start at 1. It says, "And after these I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, in the hold of every foul spirit, in a cage of every unclean, hateful bird. Now remember that, okay? Remember the significance of what it says about, it says Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, in the cage of every unclean bird. Remember that, because it's significant of the precept I'm gonna get. Okay, this is 3. It says, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Okay, every nation has committed business, or has some type of commerce, or has committed sins after this place, right? Because that's why scriptures talk about the poison of this place. Okay, it's poison to spread throughout the earth. That's why you can look in the Middle East, man, and you can see, right, people imitating America. People want to come to America. Why? To fulfill their lust, right? Because certain things are forbidden in other countries, right? But you got majority of these countries imitating America. Why? America is that place on the pedestal on the earth. And guess what? This place is going to be led and represented as an example of how not to live in due time. Okay? Revelations 18:7, it says, how much she, remember that she is significant, how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. The pride of this place. Okay? It's the pride of this place. Okay? I sit as a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Okay? That she is talking about America, man. Okay, it says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day. Now, was ancient Babylon destroyed? No. Was that land over there destroyed by thermonuclear missiles? Was that land destroyed over there by fire? It was not. So you got to ask yourself, what Babylon is this talking about? When scriptures tell you in 2nd Esdras, I will bring plagues, the Lord will bring plagues upon Egypt again, or as before, what Egypt is that talking about? You got to understand, you're not going to type in America in your search bar and it's going to pop up in the scriptures. It's not. This place was prophesied to come before it even had a fucking name. That's why it has spiritual names. Okay? It says, therefore shall her place come in one day, death, mourning, and it's really going to be destroyed in 1 hour. It says, it says it in verse 10, it says, and she shall, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire, for strong is the Lord, the Lord power who judgeth her. Okay. It says 9, it says, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, which is the second death. By what? Thermonuclear missiles. These things are not created in vain. These things were created to destroy Babylon the Great, the virgin daughter of Babylon. Sodom and Egypt, this Basra. This place has many different names that it represents. Okay, this is Revelations 18:10. It says, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. So for 1 hour, this place is going to be destroyed. By what? By thermonuclear missiles. 17, it says, for in 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea still afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? And that's basically it. My point in 18, you know. But what's the point? It says, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning. Okay, the smoke of who burning? The smoke of America's burning. How is it going? What smoke is it talking about? What burning is talking about? That second death. There's no such thing as hell underneath ground, man. Okay, there's no such thing as hell underneath ground, right? Hell is a condition, and this place is getting ready to be put through hell. Period. Okay, with fire. Okay, now let me go to Let me go to Baruch 2 really fast. Always grab this. It's profitable. It's Baruch 2 and 31. It says, in matter of fact, I started 30. It says, for I knew that they would not hear me because it is a stiff-necked people, but in in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves and shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh, their power. For I will give them an heart and ears to hear, and they shall they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. Are we not in the land of our captivity? Did I not just say the name of the Lord multiple times in this video? That's prophecy for you, okay? And to prove, to further prove, like in my eyes itching. But to further prove, right, that we're not in the land right now, when you jump down to 34, it says, I will bring them again into the land which I promised, which is Israel, with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it. And I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their power, and they shall be my people. And I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them. Also, when you go in Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, and I believe Isaiah the 60th chapter, you can read down, it tells you that when we're in the land, there should be no more war anymore. There's war happening all the time in that land. There's always confusion in that land. So what does that tell you? It tells you that the people in that land is not the people. That's why when you read Revelations 2:9 and 3:9, it tells you, right, that those people are not the people that, they call themselves, Israel, but they're not Israel. They call themselves Jake, but they're not Jake. Okay? They're not. Okay, they're heathens, right? So let's just get to it. Let's go to Baruch 4. Now we're going to read down to 4. Now remember the significance in the passage that I told you in a verse when we read in Revelations 18, because this is talking about America as well. Okay, this is Baruch 4:30. Says, take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. It says, miserable are, which is Yahweh. It says, miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoiced at thy fall. Who afflicted us and who rejoiced at thy fall? Well, if you read it, Zechariah 1:15, it tells you, I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for they help forward the affliction. The heathen help forward the affliction. 32, it says, miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons. That she, it's talking about America. Check this out. It says, for as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad at thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. Did it not just say that in Revelations 18? This is the same place that is talking about in Revelations 18. That she is talking about America, that whore, right? It's 37, it says, lo, thy sons come whom thou sentest away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of the Most High. Okay? And rejoicing in the glory of the Most High first through this word, man. Okay? But we're just like Jeremiah 50:4 tells you, man. We come, Judah and Israel together. We come in Yahweh Shai is that chief cornerstone. I think it says that in 2 Peter, if I'm not mistaken. And we're teaching and preaching this word, man. So it's a beautiful thing and an honor to have this word, So with that, man, Lord, one of the videos, edifying, lowly, I come got started from this video. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kakadash. I want to tell you, brothers, keep pushing on to the next. Shalom.